Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for a macabre dance with the dead like it's a Danny Elfman tune in XCOM, War of the Chosen. So, here we are, team in hand, all dressed up with nowhere to go, walking with the dead man. Well, I mean, you know, Mox isn't over our shoulder, but it's really only a matter of time before he's trudging along beside him. I'm not carrying that bastard, he's heavy, he's gotta walk on his own. Sorry, Mox, but your own commanding officer has already prophesied your doom on this mission. She's like some kind of bug-eyed, ridge-browed Cassandra, and nobody's heeding her warnings. We're still going into the mission despite the fact that she's already declared you captured. And you know what? I'm pretty sure she's right. I don't think this one is going to end well for you, Mox. I don't think it's going to end well at all. But there is an upside to your inevitable doom, which is that when the time comes and old ball of derp springs forth, we know where that chosen assassin's deadly katana is gonna go. It's gonna go stabbing straight into your conveniently visible liver while the rest of our team remains completely hidden in shadow. And I guess, you know, there's no sense waiting around for an invitation to arrive here. Let's get to a party where no one's still alive. We got a lot of loss to deal with. Shockingly, I think Lost are going to be a bit of a problem for us on this campaign, because we don't have a super abundance of ammo in any of our guns, and none of our guns really do a supremely devastating amount of damage. The positive thing we've got going here is we're completely concealed, and our mission here is just walk to the exit. I don't think we have to kill anything. I really feel like we could just get to the exit and be like, "Yep, you know, job's done. See you boys back at the castle." We go full Mukami on this one. Pete, was that a L5R reference? Hell yeah, Mukami was a great card. See you boys back at the castle. Where is the exit, by the way? Okay, it's this way. We are still going in the right direction.
I go where you tell me.
Matty Mac, run up here. None of these lost are actual lost. These lost, however, are actual lost. They still don't know we're here. All we have to do is just be careful on our approach, and I think we could maybe stealth the whole mission. Pete, what about racking up kills for EXP? Don't worry, I've got a plan for the EXP kill team too. First we get to the exit, and then if we want to try and kill stuff for EXP, we do it once we're within the safe zone. That way, worst case scenario, all we have to do is just be like, well, we can't kill everything this turn, so let's just go. Alright, Pete. Sounds like you got yourself a solid little plan, and old Matthew McConaughey's real excited to be a part of it, Pete. I'm real excited. Plus, these Claymore mines we got a super abundance of here, not really gonna be doing the team a whole lot of good. You know, tossing a mine in this situation, Pete, would be a lot like when old Matty Mac agreed to star in How to Lose a Guy. You know, the paycheck was great, Pete, but it really did a lot of harm to my acting chops. Sort of got typecast as that hunky dude who's just gonna show up and be in every single little rom-com now, and took me a while to get that one back, Pete. Took a phenomenal, some say career-defining performance in True Detective to sort of break me out of that typecast, and of course then that spawned me my role in Dallas Buyers Club, and from there, things really just all snowballed out positive for old Matty Mac. Got that role in Dallas Buyers Club, sprang into old Interstellar there, and suddenly Hollywood darling Matty Mac isn't just another hunky good-looking dude. No, he's an all-star actor, the likes of your Robert Redfords, your Robert De Niro's, or your Al Pacinos. Find myself doing the little chest-pounding thing in The Wolf of Wall Street, being like, bop-a-boom, bop-a-doo. Yeah, love the bop-a-doos, Pete. Love the bop-a-doos.
I am at your service.
Speaking of bop-a-doo, what do you say, Pete, we give these little old boys here a bit of a bop-a-doo? Want to give them a little old bop-a-doo there? Little bit of bop-a-doo headshot right there for Matty Mac. I have been revealed, Pete, so you know the jig is up. Then again, we can chain ourselves some headshots. These guys should rush old Matty Mac. Everybody wants a piece of Matthew McConaughey. And I gotta say, can you blame him, Pete? Can you blame him?
Only the taint of the aliens survives. Where there is one, more will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
I mean, does it look like I'm hesitating? Matthew McConaughey's putting on a display here.
I am out of round. These cartridges.
Matty Mac reload. So what are your hit percentages like here, Dragon Nova? 97. really. I'm gonna risk it. 97, 97, 97. Those are all pretty good. Dragonova isn't even revealed. Although, for some reason, she is completely swathed in detection tiles. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The detection radius for the enemies here should be 1.
I will go.
Rihanna, you want to come over here and maybe do a little work for us, girl?
No one will mourn them.
Yeah, you're also
The shadows fail
revealed.
us.
The shadows have failed us. Great shot, Rihanna.
I can only blame myself.
I also blame you, actually.
Ammo soon. Moving is ordered. We can no longer hide.
Rihanna can only blame herself. I'm also blaming her.
Path through now. Second squad is
Yeah, we're good.
en route to
I mean, I'm going to take some shots here.
proceed to the rendezvous and await their arrival.
Oh, we'll be there.
Or am I not going to take some shots? I guess I'm not going to take any shots. Okay, then. I thought maybe we could take a few parting shots at the Lost on the way out, but apparently 9 is the answer to that one. Dragonova channeling some of her, I'm assuming, German ancestors. Be like, 9, you must leave the mission zone now. You know, for a German, I'd have expected her to be more punctual and efficient.
Could be compromised. Stay focused.
Looks compromised, Bradford. You got a bigger problem than Kristen Stewart and Miley Cyrus? I find that hard to believe. As problems go,
Guessing that's our man.
top of the heap.
Well, our contact anyway.
Troxide. Advent. Hobbit. Roxtola. Forte.
Don't pad your part, man. Also, you stabbed that dude in the bottom of the skull up through his brainstem. Did you have to twist the knife when you were done? That just seems like adding insult. You twisted it again on the way out.
Our meeting point is still secure.
How come there's no blood on your little thing there? And brain matter.
Of the imposter gods.
That ripjack should be awfully filthy.
Could say the same. Even sit down with your reapers.
We're all reapers, though.
Now, we must go.
Speaking of reapers, you wanna hit this bolt? I mean, you seem a little uptight, Mox. I'm thinking this would cool you out and relax a little bit. You know, it is approaching 420.
Rendezvous with outriders.
Could, maybe make it a nice chill afternoon, Mox. What do you say?
But be careful. Something tells me this city still has a few more surprises to throw our way.
Surprises are the least of our worries today. It is these reapers of yours that are of true concern.
Oh, so Max is like a big don't use drugs guy. He's a, what is they call, like a straight-laced? People who have like a zero tolerance drugs and alcohol policy. Straight arrow, straight edge, that must be it. You know, Perfidious Pete, he knows what all the kids are into these days. He knows all about the new millennial fads and whatnot. Well, with Kristen Stewart and our girl here, it seems pretty unlikely anybody's going to stand opposed to us. We're just going to come over here and rock their shit. 2 purifiers. You can't see Mox, though. He's invisible. They appear to know we're here, even though they shouldn't know that we're here.
These things before.
You were not meant to. Purifiers were created with a singular purpose, to contain the Drop 10, the Lost. We must eliminate this patrol quickly before others arrive.
Well, I was thinking I'd chuck a Claymore mine out here. And then I was going to see if Kristen Stewart could maybe set that off. With the explosion from this thing, this man should die. No questions asked. And then Mox, we could bring you up here. Thinking maybe we have you pull this guy over to us. Shoot him in the brain. We could always just have Kristen Stewart slip her. Well, no, Kristen Stewart can't see. Kristen Stewart has a 62% chance to hit that purifier. Alternatively, we could just shoot the guy in the open. Let's just try this. 53% is not fantastic. Good shot. Yeah, we definitely noticed that. Can you go back to back with the whiffs? Great work. Wow, that's super fantastic. I don't really see any benefit to shooting that man. I think we just go into Overwatch. In case this other pure... Oh, okay. How come these guys know we're here? These guys shouldn't even be able to see us. We're concealed. Double move. This is not going to be a double move. He has set exactly nothing on fire, so quality offensive output. Why are we not concealed, though? Something happened here that cost us our concealment that definitely should not have cost us our concealment. I'm a little salty. Kristen Stewart's a little cooked. We're salty. She's, well, I mean, Kristen Stewart. She's a hottie.
I go where you tell me.
Yeah, how about you just don't get yourself set on fire? That's really all I care about. Right, Pete, you should probably not stand right next to these guys when you kill them, because if you recall, they do have a propensity to explode when they die. Let's, right. The exploding when they die thing. Gotta remember that that is a thing that is a thing.
I have failed.
Brilliant shooting, Mox. What are you, 0 for 3 now? That's swap. Perfect. Also out of ammo. Did you eliminate his cover at least so our girl K-Stew here can mop up your slop? Yeah, Kristen Stewart, please don't set yourself on fire, though. Let's give you a height advantage. Can't miss shot. Can't fail to kill. Can't get exploded.
You weren't kidding when you said those tanks could explode. Careful with these things.
No, he was
We
kidding.
don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
The patrol has been liberated.
Liberated.
Lives not be lost in vain.
I kind of feel like they were definitely lost in vain. Mox.
Works for me. Move out.
Everybody reload. I really want to know what happened to my concealment. I'm tempted to just put it back, but if we do that, then something might take it away again as part of like an event, and I'm not really down for that. I want my concealment to stay. Let's buy ourselves another turn. Keep the team together, keep the team tight. We just have to fight Lost here. Mox, guess who guess who goes to go be experimental bait? If we're gonna waste an action, I feel like that action should be yours. We're gonna waste one, yours is the one that gets wasted.
Moving as ordered.
You're not a Reaper. This is Reaper madness. Reapers are all we want. Reapers are all we need.
My turn on watch. Reapers are always vigilant.
How come all these explosions we're setting off, by the way, aren't summoning the Lost? Shouldn't these be bringing Lost in gigantic hordes? Oh, right. Mox didn't blow up the thing and piss him off yet. Well, we may as well fix that scenario. Go ahead, Mox. Just make him angry.
Yes, one we do not have time to face.
Everyone, get back!
You know, every single thing that Mox does is counterproductive. He executes a potential hostage. He misses every shot he takes, except for the one that's going into the gas tank of some shit we really didn't need to blow up.
Was our extraction point.
We could have just quietly snuck past Mox, but no, you had to go and...
Rapidly on approach to your position.
The Lost,
You know what I just noticed? Lost have no butts.
they are drawn to it.
Like, when it comes to the swank booty,
There was no
Lost ain't exactly rolling deep in the booty department. They got no butt whatsoever. They also have no genitals, which is off-putting, but Mox is somehow teleported.
Dashers. They are not as docile as the rest of their kind.
An apt description.
So where are these dashers?
Mutation has somehow accelerated
Regular
these
Lost.
dashers'
Yeah, we got
metabolism,
2 Lost dashers.
allowing enhanced
And honestly, we have bad
ability,
chances to hit them.
corresponding increase in aggression.
There were some over in this direction, I believe, as well. They're not going to be able to make it to us in a single turn.
I go as ordered.
Maybe our best bet is to just fall back under the cover of some Overwatch and see if we can't pick them up as they come running in.
I will go.
K-Stew,
As you order, Commander.
get over here and whip up a little, maybe K-Stew.
I'll watch closely.
What do you think would be in K-Stew?
Watching comes naturally.
Kangaroo meat, right? It's got to be kangaroo. It's K-Stew. It's got to have kangaroo meat in it. How was that not a kill? Guy has 4 health, that's how. Holy shit, Mox finally hit a shot.
Live no more.
I'm flabbergasted. Kristen, you think you could take one of these guys down? Nope. Well, at least we wasted some ammo. Those guys are way faster than they should be.
That explosion reverberated throughout most of the city. I would expect a significant reaction from the Lost.
The only reaction I will accept from them is their deaths. Find us that base. I must reload. I must have ammunition.
Just empty the weapon, Mox. You got a bunch of can't miss shots here. Empty the damn weapon. We have no visible enemy. Yeah, there is one enemy over here who is... Can we get him? 75% chance. Miley Cyrus can get him. Somebody down here is doing their job. Miley Cyrus is doing her job. Get you that reload. Let's get everybody a reload, and we'll put some Overwatch in here as well. Let's see what the Lost come back with. Can they rally from Miley Cyrus, unstoppable Hanamon? No, right in the brain piece.
No one will mourn them.
Well, Kristen Stewart's about to mourn that miss, I think. Kristen Stewart, you don't even know the definition of the word calculate.
Gonna need a little more time.
Understood. Holding position.
87 is not great. Okay, so we could move Mox over here, take 2 shots, and then reload. I like that plan. Mox, get up, get close, get personal. 1 shot. Another shot. Mox can still see 1. He's very far away, and Mox has a very bad chance of hitting him. Is he a dasher? I'm thinking these are just regular Lost. Miley, take a pop. Who else would you blame?
Do we have ammunition available?
I can only blame myself for my gross incompetence. You know what? I take that back, Miley Cyrus. I'm sure you probably have like an abundance of other people you would prefer to blame. Miley's like, I can blame whoever I want. I'm gonna blame Britney Spears. She was my role model growing up, and it turns out she was a terrible role model and a horrible example of how one should live their life. I'm gonna blame Britney Spears for all my troubles. Some dudes sprinting up here. These appear to be just regular Lost. Yeah, nothing special. Miley?
No compromises. Cover me, I'm reloading. I'm out of ammo.
Gonna get Miley cracking on that reload. You want to dome another one, Miley? That's my girl. Nobody wears your Hannah Montana wig but you. Only you can have your signature look. Little Overwatch there. Mox, just Overwatch it.
Things are all over the place. The Lost are almost right on top of you. These Lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise. The sounds of...
Yeah, it's almost as if you stole them right out of another intellectual property by a competing development company.
So make it fast.
That will not be a problem.
Do they go and make like clicking sounds and whatnot too? Because like maybe somebody might have a case for a little trademark infringement there. Just saying. So Miley Cyrus and our girl K Stu, they're gonna skate. These guys are out of this one scot-free. No one can stop them. They're invisible. They're ghosts. They're a fart in a sewer pipe. They are completely undetectable. Hell, Kristen Stewart can make it to the extraction zone this turn if we wanted to. Mox, how about you? What kind of free movement can we get out of your grappling hook? Like, if we bring you over here, we have you grapple somewhere. Where can you grapple? You can grapple all the way to here. And can you make it to the eggs? You are 1 tile short. You know what? Seems okay.
I will go.
Lost Swarm has appeared. Boy, they just teleported out of nowhere. Those guys must have been right on our asses. They really snuck up on us nicely. So how do we want to handle this? Well, Mox, can you make it to extraction in 1 move? Okay, so Mox has... And firing with Mox's first shot does not end his turn, right? Firing a primary weapon always ends a unit. Never mind. Okay, so Mox doesn't have the thing that lets him shoot and then shoot again, does he? a default ability. Standard shots are not turning. Right. So, K-Stu. Just to pad your kill total a little bit, what do you say you flip a claymore out here? And then why don't you bounce to the extraction zone?
I'm at your service.
Mox, light up that. Get a couple kills. Kristen Stewart actually getting credit for those kills, which is why we did it. And then our girl, Miley Cyrus, just backing up. Take any kind of shots you can get on the way out. Miley's got nothing.
I know this wasn't the easiest stuff, but I have to believe it'll still be worth it in the end.
I don't know, Bradford. It felt pretty easy, actually. We did pretty well. The initial encounter with those purifiers didn't go super fantastic, but other than that, that one felt really smooth, John. Smoother than your bathtub gin.
Rendezvous point directly ahead. Let's try and play nice today, people.
Did you see how Mox played with one of his own kind? Why do you expect him to play nice with a Reaper?
Comes to atone for his crimes.
I am no longer that being. I am free now.
Taking off that helmet does not change what you are. Reapers have long memories. Elder Cracksad.
His name is Cracksad?
Anytime.
How come your crack is sad?
The way I see it, we have two options.
You have hemorrhoids? Is that why you have a sad crack? I mean, I understand. A thrombotic hemorrhoid could be very painful. That would certainly make my crack sad. It was actually way cooler when our Reaper was turning coat. And just gonna kill him out of for no reason.
No one has ever done that before. No one shall ever do that again.
What the hell are you talking about, though, Ball of Derp?
What the hell is that?
Every time we have fought you, we've done precisely that. You spring out of stealth, ready to jump out and attack somebody, and then inevitably someone puts a shotgun up to your spine and pulls the trigger and blows you in half.
Another like her. They are the undying. Advent's curse upon us. We must combine strength if we are to have any chance of success.
And by combined strength, I mean use you as bait, Mox, because you're going to be the only person who's visible on the map. So we have every single perfect understanding of where you're going to wind
They
up.
appeared without warning years ago.
So, what are we going to do? Well, all of our Reapers... Kristen Stewart doesn't... We should not have used Shadow earlier. Well, Rihanna, Shadow. Anybody who can Shadow, Shadow. Matthew McConaughey, Shadow. Dragonova, Shadow.
Darkness is my domain.
Darkness is our domain. And everybody who can't Shadow, then we want to go, like, stand in a pile. Where's the map edge? The map edge is over here, so it's unlikely the enemy's going to flee in this direction. They're almost certainly going to flee this way. So we want to take our Stealth Reapers and build, like, a barricade. And then our Garbage Water units, which is everybody who can't stealth, we're going to bring them back here, ready to lend aid to Mox. So, McConaughey, you are stealthed up. Let's get you up here.
I'm on the move.
Dragonova, just reload.
Loaded these cartridges myself.
What does that have to do with anything? You loaded these cartridges yourself? What are they, magic bullets? I loaded these cartridges myself with love. They are magic bullets. No, Miley Cyrus, you are not stealth, though. Whose are they? It's Rihanna's, are there? Right, you're our other concealed trooper. So, Rihanna, let's get you up here.
I'm at your service.
Mighty Mac, Overwatch.
Keep an eye on it.
All right, Raven. Everybody's a Raven. All of you are Ravens. Everybody's a huge Poe fan. Let's get you over here. Kristen Stewart, we're going to bring you over here. One of these guys is going to get shanked by the Chosen, and there's basically nothing we can do to stop it. All we're going to have a chance at doing is try to determine who's getting shanked and make sure that when the shanking happens, they're easily rescuable. There's no real reason to have anybody on Overwatch here either, because Ball of Derp is not going to trigger Overwatch. And Ball of Derp has arrived. Let's hope our adversary is Reapers. That'll make this real easy. Brutal. Decrease the will of any soldiers in sight. Shadow Step does not trigger Overwatch or reaction fire. She is brittle, takes increased damage from close range attacks, and takes increased damage from Reapers. So having her as the Reapers and an adversary, very good for us. She's going to be real vulnerable to getting shrapnel bombed. Close range attacks doing extra damage is nice. Maybe Mox can hit her with the Ripjack.
The elders grant me their vision.
Okay, so you guys just Overwatch.
I am everywhere.
We want to spread out a little bit. Kristen Stewart, we're going to bring you over here. See, that's not what I wanted at all. I want you guys to be one tile apart so that when the Chosen attacks, you get pushed back, I think. We want to have you either unpush backable or easily rescuable.
I am on watch. My turn on watch. Definitely something coming.
There shouldn't be anything coming. Also, they're definitely not going to see Team Reaper. Here comes the Chosen. Lost are doing something. Don't really care about that.
My watch begins. The invaders move.
Yeah, but just let the Chosen Assassin come. I don't care about those Lost. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Mox is down. I repeat, Mox is down. But this is exactly what we wanted. He got bumped into a tile that's going to be next to one of our allies, so one of our allies can immediately spring him.
The shadows fail us.
Now she's going to Bending Reed. And fortunately for us, she doesn't have a lot of good spots to fall back to. Yeah, you're going to get several grenades dropped on your face right there.
I find human
It is going to result in us having to fight a Lost Swarm, which is not ideal.
in the hollowest of promises to
So revive Mox.
pitiful lives.
It looks like the Chosen knocked one of our soldiers into a daze.
Don't
We
worry.
need to get someone over there to help.
Oh, it's fine, John.
Before that thing can move in and attack.
Kristen Stewart, how are you still concealed?
Sacrifice to save this one.
Well, who's got a Claymore? What are we going to sacrifice to save this one? I mean, very little. First off, we're going to take this Claymore, and we're going to drop it down here where it makes sure it blows you up some. Like there seems good. And now we need anybody to go set that off. Literally anybody. Probably not Rihanna. Does Rihanna not have a shot? Rihanna actually can't see her own explosive. That's unfortunate. Who's got a spare action? Well, Dragonova has a Claymore. She can see that one to set it off, but she also has one. I'd really rather have anybody else detonate that. You know what, Miley? That's a good job for you. Go detonate that Claymore. Miley's already thrown hers and she's not stealthed.
Potential Reaper. If only you had managed to avoid entangling yourself in this
7 sweet damage right there. Matthew McConaughey, you also have a Claymore. Dragonova, you have a Claymore. What if we have you just throw a Claymore down here and then blow it up yourself? Can you do that?
Delicate placement.
It's not that delicate. You basically just dropped it. And there we go. Adversary Reapers.
I had not expected this conflict to be so exhilarating.
Oh, it's about to get even more exhilarating, girl.
XCOM. Still, the Elder's will is that none survive this day. I cannot leave that to fortune.
The sonic dispersal waves emitting from that pod are crisscrossing.
I guess you just can't kill the Chosen on the first mission. It must be scripted that way. They're literally unkillable. So, don't let Mox die. Don't let Dragonova die. Defeat the Chosen. All we gotta do now is get out of here. We got some Lost coming at us.
Meaning that thing just
Explosives are basically off the menu at this point because we don't want to summon any more swarms of Lost than we absolutely have to. We also can't allow Mox to even get hit.
Then let's get you all the hell out of there. Firebrand's en route to the evac coordinates now.
Sounds like a great idea, John. Let's also start by headshotting a bunch of Lost. And we do have like a minimum number of bullets here, so we're going to prioritize Lost Dashers. It doesn't matter that we're revealed. The jig is up now. All that's left is Lost. So you're a Dasher. You're a Dasher. You're more of a Prancer and a Vixen. So get this Dasher. If you see Comet and Cupid, you know what? We're making them into venison jerky. Comet, here's a Cupid. Donner, Blitzen, they're on the list. Kristen Stewart has emptied the weapon. We're going to reload it. Mox, I really wish we had somebody who could patch you up health-wise. It'd be nice if we had access to a specialist, but this is Reaper Madness. What do we have? We have Reapers, it turns out. Lots and lots of Reapers. Matthew Mac. I like your chances. Everybody likes Matty Mac's chances, Pete. Old Matty Mac, he knows what he's doing there. They don't call me Matthew Raven McConaughey for nothing. Well, actually, you know what, Pete? They don't really call me Matthew Raven McConaughey at all. Most of my friends, they just call me Matt. Tell your gods I'm coming.
I will go.
Was that were you channeling Rust Cole for a minute there, Matthew? What the hell was that? So here comes another Lost Swarm.
Analysis of these creatures' movement patterns reveals an almost coordinated
Dragonova, you're still all shadowed up, and you're the one person we do that have that remains concealed. So let's take advantage of that. We can have you move forward and try and scout these guys out so we don't wander into a blob of Lost all willy-nilly. And what's wrong with Willy, by the way? How come he's always nilly? Willy-nilly. People say that like it's a bad thing.
I will go.
I personally think it just means that Willy is fiscally responsible and he has nil debt. Willy's a nilly. He takes care of his responsibilities, pays his bills on time. He has got a great credit score. Who doesn't want to be a willy-nilly? I want to be a willy-nilly. I have no debt.
I go where you tell me.
We're going to take it a little slow with some of these other some of the rest of the team here, because we don't want to spawn any additional units, and if they can we can get them to run into maybe a little bit of Overwatch, that would be helpful. Rihanna down there gonna Pete, you seem like you're not a big fan of that song. No, I'm not. It's just a woman mumbling the word work into a microphone a suicide-inducing number of times.
How many of these creatures can still be in this city?
There were like 6.
Purifier squads into these cities for years.
Can we
Yet
go around
somehow the Lost survive, even thrive. We do not know why.
Well, because there were at one point in time billions of humans on the planet, and these are basically just dead people. So, roughly, have you ever played There Are Billions? Right, Talmox? I think if you played a little bit of that game, you'd kind of get a feel for where all these Lost are coming from. So we got a Dasher, 93% chance, take him out. That's one Dasher, ain't gonna be pulling no sleigh. Promotion for our girl. Rihanna is also concealed, huh? Let's see if we can hold on to that concealment. Matty Mac, you gonna be able to see anybody from here? You got some shots if we bring you over here. Not great ones, but let's see what you can do. Oh, Pete, I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised about what old Matty Mac can do here. You can probably take down this Lost Dasher. Bam, bam, bam. Matthew McConaughey is not a compromising cat, Pete. There's no compromise where Matthew McConaughey is concerned. I do not compromise. So, Dragonova, you're still all concealed. Is there any way we could peek down this alley? I'd love to know what's in there.
I'm on the move.
What's in this building? More Lost. But that pod of Lost is actually not active. So it seems like we just got a couple guys in this hallway. Is one of them a Dasher? Can we target him? We can target these guys, but... Regular Lost, regular Lost, regular Lost. There are no Dashers in that pod, just a bunch of garbage water guys. Are you a Dasher? Rihanna, you can see that guy, right? He is just a regular Lost. So that one cannot move and attack, then. So do we have anybody who could get close enough to maybe take a shot at that guy? Doesn't look.
I go where you tell me.
So, K-Stu, we're going to have you double. All right, everybody who's not in range, then, you guys are playing catch-up. Move your asses. Rihanna, we're going to risk losing your concealment. In fact, we're almost certainly going to lose your concealment in favor of a kill here. Yeah, so we're busted. You need more ammo? Well, reload then. Dragonova, I like you right where you're at. Just go ahead and stay in place and reload. And then... Miley?
I understand.
Having everybody with the nickname Raven is actually seriously confusing, though. I just keep seeing Raven, Raven, Raven. It's like I joined a Raven Simone fan club. The squad is so Raven. Oh, this guy's still wearing some jeans, though. That's a good look for you. Well, that's bad. We've been spotted. So much for our stealth. Guys still got on a sweet pair of Levi's.
City stood whole. Still, I feel revulsion at what happened to this place, to these people.
I believe you.
What do we got? 84% for Matthew McConaughey. Then he would have to reload and have a 79% as a backup. Dragonova, what can you do? So, first off, you can definitely kill that man. And since he's already busted your concealment, I don't see any particularly compelling reason for you to not kill him. 93, 89, 87. That's a little risky. Miley?
I will reposition.
We don't really need cover against the Lost. And these are all... We actually killed all the Dashers. These are all just regular Lost. So as long as they're at least one tile away from us, we don't really have a whole lot to fear from these guys.
I require a resupply.
Go ahead and reload, Molly. Kristen, you gonna be able to do anything? Nope, not really. Kristen Stewart, how come you're so far behind the pack? Kristen Stewart is... She's bringing up the rear. In both the talent and killing departments. McConaughey's gonna reload. So these guys cannot move and then also attack, but we have 3 enemies and only 2 bullets. If we get lucky and chain some out here, though...
One of many. I require a resupply.
There's a man around this corner that we can't see. It really still feels like maybe our best bet here is to drop back a little bit.
Volk says I am to obey.
And then just reload. I mean, we still have an 8... You know what? 82% is worth the risk. That's one less to deal with. We reload it.
I am out of ammo.
Kristen Stewart can come up here, and we can put Kristen Stewart on Overwatch in case that Lost decides to bum rush us. Maybe Kristen Stewart takes him down. Pray tall Mox. We cannot afford to have get attacked, so you're going to be still the furthest away and also on Overwatch.
No one will cross.
Let's throw Rihanna on Overwatch, too. This man does not have pants. Sir? Sir? Excuse me. Are you aware that you left your house today without accurate or sufficient pants coverage? I mean, you don't have junk, so I'm not necessarily sure what you're trying to hide. It's not like you're trying to cover your shame or anything, but good shooting, guys. Wasting a lot of ammo here. Not Kristen Stewart.
One of many.
One of, like, 4. They're right up in our grill.
When my people take back this place for our own.
If they are all like you, that is a likely possibility.
It's a little too soon to start hitting on her, though, isn't it, Mox? I mean, it feels a little premature to be like, oh, if they're all as sexy and valiant as you, baby, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before the city is once again your... It seems a little premature, Mox. Maybe get out of here alive before you start throwing game at her. Mox is empty. The light has left him? He's an undead abomination. I'm pretty sure the light left him a long time ago. How many Lost Dashers do we have? That's the important thing. You are regular Lost. Regular Lost. Regular Lost. So, unless these are Dashers, and I don't think they are, we should be fine here. Lost. This is a Dasher, but we're almost certain to put him off of the slave job forever. Yep. Sorry, Santa.
Your friends will join you soon.
This man has 4 health. And we missed.
The wind must have picked up. I need more ammunition.
Blame the wind.
Moving as ordered.
K-Stew? K-Stew may not be able to kill this Dasher. He does have 4 health. Yep. Kristen Stewart doesn't hit hard enough.
Ammunition is nearly depleted.
Do we have anybody who could go back those guys up? Really, we just need to get this one Lost. He's the only Dasher. The rest of them are regular garden variety Lost. Matthew, 91%. That's my boy.
Remember, they are not victims. I loaded these cartridges myself.
Man, Matthew McConaughey's really proud of the fact that he knows how to use a reloader.
My life is in your hands.
He's like a 9-year-old. Look, Mommy, I loaded him myself! Well, I mean, he's like a 9-year-old from Texas, I guess.
Return to your gods. Cover me, I'm reloading.
Rihanna, are you gonna be able to... If we get you up here, can you see these guys? Yes. If you can see them, you... No, the misclick, though. I was gonna say, if you could kill him, if you can see him, you can probably kill him, and then that goddamn shitty-ass tile... All of the loss should have been swept off the board on that turn. And instead, misclicks. The bane of my existence. Yeah, they should be dead, but instead they're converging near the Avenger because this tile is hallways in a shit spot.
It will take more than mere loss for that to happen. We deny our creators. Weapon running low.
You know what? Go ahead and reload, Mox. Do we have anybody who's still... No, we have... I was going to say, do we have anybody who's still a shadow? And it looks like we do not. I'm a little worried about this drop zone having a bunch of guys in it, so let's take our time on the approach here. Matthew, let's bring you up here.
Not too far.
Kristen, would you take cover behind this? Maybe grab a cup of coffee from that table while you're at it. This tile does not want to have somebody standing.
Says I am to obey.
Rihanna's just like, I don't like that spot, Pete. It's jinxed. It's got some bad juju in that spot. I don't want to go there.
I'll be swift.
You know me, Pete. Swiftly, devastatingly, handsomely, good-looking. That's old Matty Mac. Another swarm of Lost. Surprisingly, we have killed a large number of Lost. Not as many as we could have killed if we had had, say, a single gunslinger. But all things considered, we've killed quite a few of them.
Running out of time here, people.
Tell her to hold as long as she can. We will be there.
Start shooting here, Praetal Mox. It's time for you to earn your keep. I really hate funneling you kills, because this is basically wasted experience. I mean, I'm going to fire you if I can. He just keeps shouldering that door open, though.
I need ammunition.
No, you really don't. What you need is Rihanna to come over here and save your bacon, because you're bad at your job. But that's okay. Rihanna is in the... She's quality bacon saving. Really wish we had taken that shot and put it at this man. We got the high-end damage roll and we wasted it.
You must keep me resupplied.
I am on the move.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Pete. The life-saving, heartbreaking Matthew McConaughey is here to save a life and break a heart. Look at me go, Pete.
I am reloading. Who can give me a resupply?
Matthew McConaughey, why do you sound like a boozed-up cigarette hag who works in a diner circa 1957?
I am at your service.
Overwatch for you.
I'll keep an eye on it. Loading
Kristen
back
Stewart
ammo.
reload. Overwatch for Raven. Everybody's a Raven. Overwatch for Miley Cyrus. Miley Raven Cyrus. Rihanna Raven Kenny. Matthew Raven McConaughey. Good shot. See, Dragonova, this is why we keep you around. Elena Raven Dragonova. Probably also.
Staggering.
Well, that's why we're leaving.
Evacuate now. Trust me, Doctor. They know.
As you order, Commander.
Also, don't ever trust John Bradford. You should never trust an addict. Bradford's got a lot of compulsive behaviors, things he can't control. He's powerless in the grip of his addiction. You shouldn't trust him.
The entire swarm converges upon us. We cannot hold this position much longer.
Don't worry, you're gonna nobly sacrifice yourself for a woman you've just met and badly hit on.
Our exit.
See, if only Mox was a little better at flirting, this sacrifice here wouldn't have been necessary. If only his social skills were a little better, he could have expressed his romantic interest in Dragonova without being forced to sacrifice his own life. He could have found a more healthy outlet for his emotions. Also, if only he had a grappling hook with which he could have grappled up to the Avenger instead of climbing stupidly up on top of this car.
Time to return home, traitor.
Would have made Ball of Derp's job a little bit more difficult there in abducting him. Been slightly harder. She'd had to at least sneak on board the Avenger first. All things considered, though, top-notch mission. Promotions all around, numerous kills for everybody. Nobody got injured.
The resistance factions take a more flexible approach.
So remote start is fantastic. The thing is, are we going to want everybody to have remote start? Ultimately, probably. But I also really like Blood Trail because doing damage is one thing we're going to have a problem with. And having people who have Shredder is also very good. So I think we got to kind of split this up. Blood Trail is just extra damage if the target is wounded this turn. That really does make a big difference when we're fighting high health enemies. But I think that's one we can hold off on. Remote start is situationally useful, and Shredder, we need one person with Shredder. So I think what we're going to do, let's buy remote start. So Kristen Stewart and Miley Cyrus both get remote start. Oh, Shredder is actually a class ability. All right, so we want, you know what, all of you guys, just go ahead and take remote start. Matthew McConaughey also got Shredder. And I still would really rather take remote. But you know what, we need somebody with the Shredder and we need somebody with Blood Trail. We're going to have Matthew McConaughey be our shred target. If we've got guys with a high armor value, that's a Matthew McConaughey job. Shredder, not really, like early on, not super important anyway, because Claymores do also shred armor, so we've got that working for us. What we'll do is when our covert operation completes, we're going to get a bunch of XCOM ability points. We'll come back down here and we'll have Matthew McConaughey pick up remote start as well. Picked up Shen Zhu Scientist, also 66 intel. And we have completed a Lost and Abandoned mission, which means between episodes, I should be able to go into the roster and start finally firing everyone. Clean that mess up so that it's not a depressing eyesore. I'm looking forward to that. I hope you're looking forward to it. I mean, the world could use fewer depressing eyesores. I should know. I'm one of them. If you'd like to see the eyesore-free episode, outro interruption. You know, I've been waiting for this, Bradford. Honestly, this feels like home to me. When I try to do an outro and John Bradford comes to step all over it, this is how I know I'm home. This is how I know where I belong. Be cooking gin in a bathtub in the utility closet downstairs that nobody ever uses. Could be interrupting an outro. Could be literally anything, John, you're right. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see depressing eyesore-free playthrough, you might consider subscribing as well. New episodes of Reaper Madness every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.